Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Phetchaburi Province. We're about 3 hours or so outside of Bangkok. And what I came over here to do today is take a look at Puek Tian Beach. This is a small little beach that's kind of in between Phetchaburi itself and Chao Am. It's a quiet little beach that the locals come over here to relax. It doesn't really have the touristy feel. It has kind of a whimsical feel. It's a little bit different because it has some of the statues from an epic Thai poem out here in the ocean as well as along the beach here. So anyway, let's walk through here. The tide is about medium. It's getting ready to start going out. So we won't be able to see all of the beach, but we'll be able to see in kind of the area and kind of see what it's like here. So let's enjoy the day.
Planning a trip is always stressful, but Yesem takes one of the stresses out. Open the Apple Store or the Google Store, search for Yesem, install the app, and then you can search your plans. They have regional, they have country specific, or they have worldwide, and you can have pay-as-you-go plans as well. Installing the app is super easy. First-time users use the code ENDLESS25 with a capital E, and it will save you up to 20%. It takes about 3 minutes. Just follow the simple instructions. You can activate the plan immediately or upon arrival. Then all you simply do is open up the settings, turn your line off, turn Yesem on. You can check your balance at any time through the app. And then when you're at the airport, just simply walk by all of the eSIMs and enjoy your holiday.
And this is what makes this beach different. So it has these statues out here from the epic poem, the Phra Aphai Mani. I know I mispronounced that. Anyway, I think it holds the world's record for like the longest poem ever written. And all the Thais know it. If you go to Koh Samet and you go over to Rayong Province, you see a lot more of these statues. So you'll see them with like the giant ogress here. You'll have the flute player. You'll have the son of the flute player, the mermaid, and all of those. And it's kind of an interesting story. I've read a little bit of it. It's the flute player that's like a ladies' man, and he crashes on a beach that's a white sand beach. That's why it's tied to Koh Samet. And then he gets stuck in a cave with this giant ogress, has a son from him, and then there's the brother, and then there's the king, and it's all kinds of stuff involved. It's kind of an interesting story. You can see how there's a little bit of beach here, and it's pretty shallow. You can wade over there to those little islands if you want. And you can even see there are some people over there with the flute player. And whenever the tide is out, this will be exposed. So you'll have, I don't know, another 5 or 6 meters or so of the beach. And then there are a few places to stay. You have restaurants. That's the main attraction here. The Thais come over here. And you got a couple little places like this. But it is super, super quiet here. It's not touristy at all. Just kind of a sleepy little village back behind here. Let me see, they got some beach chairs here with some more of the statues. It's kind of a good thing. The kids get excited about it, come over here. While they're not bouncing in the ocean like this, they can come over here and mess about the little statues. Yes, they have a little data plate over here. That's the author right there, that Prasri Sunthon Phu. That's the writer of this. And then they talk about the story right here. So this character here is the nudist believer. And then you have the mermaid. And then a statue of the author of the poem. All right, let's walk down the beach. We'll walk over to where it's pretty sandy at the other end. Now this beach is kind of right between Phetchaburi town and Chao Am. It's probably 20 minutes or so outside of Petchaburi to the south. And it's much quieter than what you'll find at Chao Am Beach or if you go down to Hua Hin. And it has a little boardwalk here that you can walk with the rocks to keep the tide off when it's high tide. And you have some more chairs here. So come here, sit underneath these little awnings, sit on the chairs. Have some seafood or Thai food and just kind of relax. And then back there is the little town. There's houses and stuff like that. Getting here, you go through, there's canals and stuff that kind of crisscross the countryside getting here. Plus there's like the salt flats. If you go towards Bangkok, there's quite a bit of the salt flats at Samat Sakon and all of that. Plus seafood markets, and it's kind of an interesting little drive. You can see here the little gazebo. We have the shade trees here and a little coffee shop. Vendor over here is selling kites and another little island. Somebody out there swimming about. The vendor over here selling the little airplanes to the kids. You can see you get seafood, just kind of hang out here. And a bigger restaurant right here also. And then the beach starts opening up from here. And the sand is decent quality. Kind of the normal beach here at the upper end of Thailand on the Gulf. If you go south, you start getting into the south of Phetchaburi, Champon and all of that. You start considering those like the south of Thailand. This is still central here. You can see another little restaurants. They got the little hot pot there. Yeah, great place to have the soup and relax with the family. Now let's take a quick look back behind here and then we'll go walk on the beach. You can see the little houses and stuff here. Kind of interesting. Yeah, it's just a quiet little place. I've been over here, I think I did a video here like 4 years ago. Not much has changed in the 4 years. The only thing I really noticed is that there was a construction on the way in. It looks like they finished it, and they have people living in the apartments that kind of looked half abandoned, but now there's people living in it. And little roads down here that kind of go to nowhere. They dead end down there. Back over here, this is the little kitchen for them. You can smell they're making up some gapow or something in there. And then, not sure if these are little bungalows you can rent back in there. I think most people just come over here for a day trip. You got all the souvenirs and floaties and stuff for the kids. You can see their little restaurant here. It's kind of funny. This lady here that was on this end, I think last time I was here, she was telling me that her house is for sale, and it looks like it still is, so nobody's came over and bought it. All right, that's the whole little way in. Okay, let's go and walk down on the beach now. You can see the houses down that way. Looks like only the first 4 or so are occupied. Those others look empty, not even painted or anything. And I'm not sure what they do back in this place. They're out here cleaning up and painting and stuff like that. Maybe it opens up in the evenings. I mean, this is Sunday. You'd think it would be a lot busier, but there's like hardly anybody here. Kind of a super quiet beach. Got the little Instagram thing here. Looks like they stopped building it. They were gonna put a roof over it, but it's just out here rusting away now. And here's the main part of the beach. So we'll walk down over to that. And I think there's another beach on the other side of that building. You can see a little bit of stuff back behind. Then here, this just vacant land behind the beach. Yeah, the beach isn't too bad. For nobody taking care of it, there's not as much trash as you normally find on a Thai beach. Unless these vendors over here come out and pick it up every once in a while. But usually you'll have a lot of styrofoam and plastic bottles and stuff. You can see a little bit up there by like the high tide mark. But yeah, this isn't bad at all. Yeah, there's no shade here, so it will get super hot. Kind of like how Hua Hin gets. Hua Hin gets super, super hot. That sand gets to be like boiling. But yeah, this is nice enough. Water is nice. Sand is, it's not like a super powdery. It's kind of a hard packed, but it's not overly coarse. But I'm not seeing any glass or anything like that either. This is nice. It has a gentle slope so the kids can run around and you don't have to worry about them. And you can see all the people over there that are relaxing. And the water's not overly rough either. It's not super clear. It's just kind of what you get here on this coast of Thailand on the Gulf. Yeah, this is a nice break. If you go to Cha Am, I like Cha Am also. That's kind of what you consider like a local Thai beach in Thailand. There's a lot more vendors selling food. And then in the evening, everybody kind of drinks a little bit and then they let off firecrackers and stuff like that. I don't think you get that here. I think this is just kind of a day trip. People come over here and eat, and then they swim, and then they head back home. It'd be a nice stop also if you're going back to Bangkok. If you're down south, Phetchaburi Province or Champon or something like that, stop here and enjoy this beach. Yeah, nothing to complain about at all here. The road isn't bad getting in. It's once you get off the main asphalt, it's a little rough on the dirt part, but just take it a little slow and get in here. But other than that, it's nice. Parking under the shade and the restaurants. So this looks like a hotel over here. Looks like they have a pool with a slide for the kids. Looks nice enough. Some nice views of the sea from that second story. I'm not sure if this is a temple or what this is up ahead here. Can't remember it. Like I said, it's been like 4 years since I've been to this beach. And I'll try to break out the drone and fly it around a little bit. We'll see what those ogre statues look like from above. It's a little windy, so hopefully that doesn't affect my drone, but I'll do the best we can here. Hey, you can see the second story. You can look right in there. They have the curtains open. You see the beds and everything in there. Hey, you can see the sand. Like I said, it is not coarse at all. It's hard packed here. It's easy to walk on. And a good feel. See a little bit of stuff here, like a piece of rope or something, but that's not distracting from the beach at all. Yeah, really pleasant. Looks like they have some chairs out there. A little bit of debris here, a piece of wood, and some branches and all of that. No big deal. You got some businesses back there. It looks like maybe a seafood restaurant or something. Yeah, all along the coast from here all the way down to Hua Hin, there's seafood restaurants all scattered along the way. That's what everybody goes to Cha Am for. All the locals, the people from Bangkok, they'll go stay at Cha Am for a weekend and they just can eat all the seafood that they want. Yeah, we've walked almost this whole beach. It's not overly long, a few hundred meters here. Yeah, we're pretty much all the way over here. Let's walk up here. Let's take a look at this really quick. I can see another one of the statues from that poem. And then I'll break out the drone and we'll fly it around. Yeah, over here is a little bit of the shells and stuff at this end, but still not bad at all. The sand quality is decent here. Oh, they got this blocked off. Oh, it looks like a resort, but it looks kind of closed up. And there's a sign over there saying something. They got the little gazebo here, and there's a sign over there. But yeah, that's just right here on the end of this beach. You can see it. It's nice enough. Definitely worth a quick stop if you are a beach lover. Well, that'll finish up a pretty quick video over here at this Puek Tian Beach, or however you say it. This is a nice enough beach. It's a quiet, out of the way place. Definitely a lot different than if you go to Hua Hin, which is the much more famous beach here in this area. And that's further to the south. You got Cha Am and then Hua Hin, and you go down to Phetchaburi Province. And if you go off to the north, you go to Petchaburi, and then you can eventually get back up to Bangkok that way. But this is a nice place to stop on your way if you're looking for something just kind of a break the trip up. If you want a special day trip out of Bangkok, I would say go down to Cha Am, or go to the other side, go to Bang San Beach or something like that. But this is great for the locals to come over. It's super, super quiet. It's kind of interesting with the little statues. That's kind of the highlight of the beach. But you know, the sand here is not bad at all. It's as good a quality as pretty much all the other beaches here in this area. Hua Hin Beach with the white sand is probably a little bit better, but and it's also quite a bit bigger. That beach is really huge. But there's nothing wrong with this. That's an enjoyable, you know, come over here, spend a couple hours. I would definitely say do that if you're wanting something to do. Something that's a little bit different. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribing and get to see some more stuff like this. And if you've been here, have any questions or comments, let me know down below. And I'll try to break out the drone so we can get a view of it from up above. And until next time, from over here in Phetchaburi Province, remember, life is a journey. So until next time, enjoy.